I don't think our Jenny shed can breathe properly. So I'm going to use some recycled materials from around the farm to help it out. Stay tuned and see what we use. G'day YouTube, I'm Dan from Simply Off-Grid Australia, and this is our Jenny shed. We don't think this thing can breathe properly at the moment. We don't think we have enough ventilation to allow the generator to breathe. And the reason I know that is that the door on the Jenny shed closes by itself when the generator is running, which means that there is negative pressure in the shed. We need to fix that. We need to get more air across the top of the Jenny shed. How are we going to do that? So I've been rummaging around our shed today and around the property, and I've found some things that I reckon I can use as vents on this shed. Remember, it's always important to reuse, recycle, and I've got some old PVC pipe here that I can't use for anything else because it's been cut off close to the join. This is broken. Can't use that on any plumbing anywhere around the block. So I'm going to use these as vents. A little while back we had our generator upgraded to an auto start generator for our system. So the inverter now dictates when the generator starts. And when the battery level gets down to about 35%, it'll kick in and boost it back up to 50%. We've just had 3 very overcast, wet days here. For the first time this year, the generator kicked in at 6:30 this morning. And it made me realise that I really needed to do something about the vents on the shed. So I have to get stuck into that today. What's my plan? I'm going to take this 90mm 90-degree elbow and I'm going to cut a hole in the side of the shed and mount that right there. I'm going to put some fly screen up on the bottom of here and allow air to get drawn into the shed through the bottom of this PVC elbow, hopefully get pulled across the top of the generator and straight out the fan. Now, what I haven't quite worked out is whether it's going to be better off up here or better off drawing in down the bottom here. What I could also do is put a vent on the side up here that would allow me to pull some air in from the top. We've been discussing it, and I think what we're going to do is put these 2 90-degree elbows near the top of the roof and pull cool air in across the roof and down to try and get the heat out. And the reason being, on the front, we've already got this vertical vent. What I've got to do now is just cut this bit of pipe off because I don't really need that. I just need this elbow. I'm going to cut right along the edge of the join there. That looks all right. I'll get the other side cut now and get this in place. Then what I'll do is I'll make up some fly screen mesh. I might even use this to create, I don't know, a sleeve maybe that goes around it. We'll see if I can get that to work. Let's get the other side cut. I think this will work all right. I just hope that we can get enough air volume in through this to stop creating that negative pressure on the door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 2 on the front, fire up the fan and see what happens. Should we do that now? Let's do that. Still feels like there's a bit of negative pressure there. So I think the one on the floor is going to be necessary as well. Sounds like someone's here, so I'm just going to go and check out who that is. Because that door's still pulling closed a little bit, I want to try and get a little bit more airflow in there. So I reckon if I cut one more in here, we might be right. I've stuck a piece of paper on the top just to illustrate how much air is actually being pulled in. So just to show you that that isn't the wind blowing in and that it is actually the fan pulling it through. If I turn the fan off, and if we turn the fan back on again, I'm really happy with that. I think it's now time to get these secured. I've taken out all the elbows out of the shed, and what I want to do now is make up a little cover. So here's what I've done. I've taken a section of 90mm PVC, cut it on the end, and what I'm going to do is slide it over the end like so, with a piece of fly screen running around there. Then I can either silicone that on, glue it on, put some screws in there to keep it in place, but I need to cut 3 more of those. I've put my fly screens on the ends of all of the PVC. I've screwed them all in to keep them all in place. And now all that's left for me to do is to take them back out to the Jenny shed, put them in place. I'm going to put a little screw in the back of them just to keep them where I want them to be. And then I'm going to run a bead of silicone around it. And that should be it. Job's done. Just finished siliconing them all in place. I've got the 4 of them in now, they're all mounted, they're all done. I've got the netting underneath, so no little bugs will get up inside. But I'm much happier with that. I'm going to be able to at least know that if the Jenny cuts in while we're away or during the night because the power's got down a bit low, which is now a possibility over winter, I don't have to worry about the shed. So anyway, a project I didn't think I had to do this weekend has now been completed. So it's probably a good time for me to get on and do the rest of the things that I had to get done. Thank you very much for watching. You guys all have a great day and we'll see you on the next video. And I've just been given the look. So what I need to say is, if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Remember, you can binge them all because it's perfectly free, but hit that like button, share them with your friends, and you know you need to subscribe. See ya. I was told I had to get in the doghouse. I reckon one of the jobs I need to finish now for winter is to line the inside of this to keep all of this insulation up. That's a project that I think I'll do on a nice cool day over winter. Anyway, I reckon that's just about it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.